prior to today's meeting and after your joint entities meeting that I was out of town for, there was some requests and discussion about getting back on their agendas of the cities and the county with the purpose of letting them, of really emphasizing to them the importance for this school district to be successful and seeking their cooperation, I guess, and assistance in making that occur. What I would like to ask the board is to give me 4 weeks. I have scheduled to meet with the County Commissioner Katie Singlaub, with Charles McNeely, and with Sean Carey individually on separate days. And I would like to be able to talk to them one-on-one and get their feedback about what they believe both the cities and the county have in store before we go forward and get on their agendas. I think it's important that I have that opportunity to talk to them, and I've already scheduled those meetings with them, so it's not like something I have to do thereon. So that's the first comment. With regards to polling, and this is obviously very different from what Dr. Mulvanen's office is doing, but I think we heard today at today's meeting, well, I think the communities will be much more supportive of a ballot issue that focuses on older school revitalization. And while that may be our gut reaction, and certainly I kind of agree with that, I think it's important that we, in fact, do polling to find out that type of information. So I am, and Greg Ferraro has mentioned this to me on several occasions, and so I will be moving forward with Greg to have that type of polling done soon on a fast timeline. And then I guess my final comment, just with regards to today's meeting, one of the board members made a comment that in the newspaper that it's taken us a while, but I'm confident that we'll get there. And I think that sums up today. It's taking us a while, but I believe we are moving closer to that important role of this committee of looking at potential revenue sources and beginning to have the discussion about what will the voters accept, how much money will they generate, and then of course the most important question, if you can't have it all, how are you going to decide what you're going to get or what you're going to do with the money you hopefully will receive. So it is a very slow process, and we have 3 meetings remaining that have been at least scheduled, and they may decide to schedule more, but I believe that it is doable within 3 meetings. But the fear that I have is it's very easy and understandable to continually to question, well, how do you get this number, and we need more information on this. That I guess is still my one little fear, is that this committee has to get to the point where they say, all right, you've demonstrated a need that's in the range anyway of X to Y. Let's now get to the work of seeing what the revenues generate from X to Y. So I'm not discouraged. I'm just, as Senator Townsend pointed out 3 or 4 times, somewhat impatient with the process, but very hopeful that we will get to where we need to be by April 15th in time to come to the board, because that's the whole point, is to finish early enough so that we can then come to the board, the committee can, and do the presentation to the board on their April 26th or whatever meeting that is.